This next group of exercises is intended to create a little bit of awareness of your core and back strengthening muscles, as well as activate your glutes. So, what you're going to do is lay flat, knees are bent, and we're going to start with just recruiting through our transverse abdominis, or you may hear me say the words TA for short. And what we're going to do first to find it is to take our hands and just gently put them underneath the arch of your low back. Now, pull the belly button in and down towards the floor. At the same time, you may want to think about just gently lifting your pelvic floor muscles upwards. So you're thinking about your pelvic floor is coming up and your tummy muscles are pushing down. Now, it's really easy to go ahead and hold your breath. So I'll show you the way that we want to do this is here, you can watch that, pull in, pelvic floor is up, and you should still be able to breathe. If you find yourself holding your breath, you may be trying to compensate using your diaphragm muscle instead of the transverse abdominis. So let's start with 3 rounds of just pelvic floor, starting with lifting, pulling your pelvis in, tummy tightening. Big breath in, big breath out, and then just let it all blah out, as I like to say. Again, pelvic floor, tummy with the belly button flattened, ribs stay low and down, they're not flared out, and exhale. Try to make sure as you exhale, you're gently letting go of everything and starting from fresh. So this is our third go here. Big inhale in as you lift the pelvic floor. Tighten through the belly button, compress that lumbar spine. Make sure that it's nice and strongly engaged. No arch in the low back. Hold it and then relax. Okay. I'm going to let you go through 2 more on your own. You're just going to hear silence. And let go. Okay. So now we're going to work into the glute contraction. And start, what I want you to do is think about just squeezing your buns together. So squeeze your butt, both of them together, and let go. Do a few of those, just waking everything up. And then what I want you to do is pretend that you're going to see deer in the headlights, and you're going to squeeze the right glute and then the left glute. So right glute, left glute, right glute, left glute. Good. One more time. Good. And just relax. So let's take this opportunity to put together the first exercise, our transverse abdominis recruitment. Pulling it in, everything's nice and tight, you're still able to breathe. And while you're holding that, I want you to find the right glute and let the right glute go. Exhale. Keep your tummy tight, don't let go of the tummy, and then find the left glute. Now you may find that it's easier to recruit your glutes if you dig into the ground with your heel. So if you need to do that at first just to kind of find it, that is okay. So tummy's slightly engaged, right glute, left glute, and then relax. And finally, we're going to do a glute bridge. As you might have guessed already, I want you to start with that first transverse abdominis recruitment. The arch that might be normally hanging out becomes tight and flattened against the ground. Glutes are going to kick in a little bit, both of them at the same time. So we're no longer isolating right or left. We're just doing both at the same time. Arms are gently at the side. And you're going to just make sure that you don't overextend. We're just going maybe 2.5, 3 inches up off the ground. My heels are relatively close to my body. And if I can't find my glutes while I'm in this bridge, you may want to hitch your feet up a little bit closer. You might feel some pulling and stretching in the front of the quads, but predominantly you want to feel this exercise in your butt. I want you to keep a little bit of a contraction, pull in that TA, pull in that transverse abdominis. We're holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're gonna let it all relax back down. Let's go up again. So pulling in through the TA, squeezing both the glutes. You're gonna push up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Now, as you're going along, if you feel your hamstrings trying to overpower, overwork, or cramping, then I want you to take a break and just sort of, maybe you can like stretch a little bit, knee to chest. But if you find that those hamstrings are consistently kicking in, what you're gonna do is just finish off doing the glute sets and not lifting into the bridge. If you feel like you're getting mostly glute work, like 80% glute work, no hamstring cramping, nothing like that, then you can keep going. Let's go for 2 more rounds of 5 seconds. And down. And then one last one. Pushing up. And then back down. Okay, great. So lastly, this is a progression. You may not want to try this today, but our next goal is to try to keep glute contraction and hip height equal while we're just moving from one leg to the next. So once you're in that bridge position, and again, you can work on this in the future, this doesn't have to be today, you're gonna come into your bridge, you've got both glutes on, and in preparation for alternating legs, I want you to now do the deer in the headlights in bridging. So you're gonna go right glute, left glute. So you're overly contracting. We've got glutes on in general, but I want you to give that right glute an extra volume up, and then let that relax a little bit. Give that left glute a little volume up. Let it relax a little bit. To the right, you're gonna squeeze, 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 right glute, right glute, right glute, ease it off, left glute, left glute, left glute, ease it off. At no time should you be feeling back pain or cramping in your legs, and then ease it back down. So that is just under 10 minutes, just kind of a core recruitment, glute recruitment exercise sequence that you can do to kind of reverse the effects of prolonged sitting, as well as help build strength through your spine. If you have a history of back pain, these are great exercises to try.